Welcome to my channel. I'm Megan. Today I'm getting a jump start on my Christmas projects. We're going to be doing a pine cone flower candy cane wreath. Now the last video I did, I showed how to make pine cone flowers, so I'm not going to go really in depth with that today. I will share a link in the description for that video. What you'll need for this project, I used red and white paint. Honestly, these were kind of just like cheap spray paint that I got at the Dollar General. You're gonna need lots of pine cones in different shapes, because I did use I did a lot of big ones, but without the small ones this will not work. So you need that, and painter's tape. The reason why I'm using painter's tape is because I wanted the center of my flowers to stay natural, so I cover them with painter's tape. And you'll need a lot of hot glue sticks. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I was gonna use this for something else, so I removed the center wires, which you would not need to do for this project. Being that I did that, I was gonna use it for a macrame project, which I still might go back and do something like that. But I'm gonna cover it in fabric because I just need to be able to put the pine cones on something, and without those center pieces, it's pretty much impossible. So you can skip this step, but it also, I'm sure, with or without those center pieces, would make it a little bit easier. And I'm just going to be using some scrap fabric that I had. But the first step is going to be making a lot of pine cone flowers. So I'm going to go through making one here. All of these tools I have found to be the best for pine cone flowers. That will also be in the description box, as well as if you want to see a couple more techniques and see a little bit more in depth, I will share my pine cone flower video with you guys. So just gonna get in here. I'm gonna actually be able to make 3 pine cone flowers out of this one pine cone because it's pretty big. So let's get started with that. I really liked the look of having some of the natural color stay through, so that's why I covered the center here. It probably wouldn't make a huge difference if you decided not to do this step. Totally up to you. But now we need to break out our spray paint, and I did 2 layers of spray paint on with each color. And while I'm waiting for those to dry, I'm just gonna do, I wrap this. There's really, I don't think you can mess this up. It's a lot of scrap pieces, and then I just use some hot glue to wrap this around. Now when applying the pine cones, first off, I didn't realize until I completely finished that I did it the opposite direction that I wanted the pine cone or the candy cane to face. So I would recommend flipping the candy cane the other direction, because that was, you know, the more standard direction for the wreath to look. But I did it. It was too late. What I did was start with one of the bigger ones. So I'm gonna take these bigger pine cones and kind of do them in kind of a zigzag. And I also made a little mistake here because I only recorded me doing a couple of these, but I think that you'll see and you can follow, even though I didn't record the whole process. Sorry about not fully getting this on video, but I think that you can understand kind of the way I was trying to do this. I did them where I could come back and do the smaller ones. So I put the big ones on first, and I gave them this kind of zigzag effect with the white and red. So I did white on the right, red on the left, and now I'm going back with the smaller ones, and I'm just gonna fill in. And again, remember, flip your candy cane the other way, because that's the way I wish I would have done it from the get-go. But you know, sometimes crafting is trial and error, but it still has the same effect. So, but just going into these small spaces and filling in, and that's all it takes. So I think it's a really fun, kind of simple craft. It does take a little bit of time to get all the materials prepped and ready, but I was really excited about how this one turned out. And the only other tip I would give is, once you go back and you fill in these spaces with the smaller pine cones, you can, some of them move around a little bit too much, so then I went and filled in, kind of just glued the flowers together by putting glue kind of more on the bottom of the flower so you couldn't see it, and you'll have to hold them together until they dry or they'll just come up right apart. So filling in the gaps and then going back and just gluing any loose ends so they don't fall, and making sure they're sturdy. I hope you guys really liked this wreath tutorial, and I actually have some more candy cane wreath ideas, so I might be doing a couple more of these, but it'll be fun. And remember to subscribe and like so you can check those out next time, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.